in the research paper we recently had to do, I actually wrote something about how childhood trauma links to domestic violence, and the failure to address childhood trauma um, could lead to people being the abusers, like the men growing up and being the abusers.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
And even with you know, like with the childhood trauma situation, like from my experience, I developed a lot of psychological issues, such as my borderline personality disorder, from the abuse that I went through as a kid. And then back to the homelessness situation. A lot of women feel like they can't go back home, and they can't like look their family in the face and say like, I went through this, and so they like basically fall off the face of the planet. And even there's like women's shelters for battered women to go to, and that's simply the only places that they can go, and they can only stay there for like so long until they have to figure out where to go.
Have y'all heard of any resources that Clemson offers for domestic violence? Because domestic violence is very common in college. Me personally, I haven't heard of anything for college students other than reporting it to.
I haven't heard I haven't heard anything as well. One of my professors in my human, I think like the Dr. King class about sex, basically, he brought in some resources from Clemson, but it mainly had to do with sexual assault and rape. And I'll never forget that the woman who was telling us about it, like, basically said, if a professor does this to you and they had tenure, we can do nothing about it. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. She just looked like someone I knew.
I personally haven't heard anything within Clemson campus about helping women on campus. I just know like resources outside of Clemson campus, but within Clemson itself, like the Pickens Advocacy Center here in downtown Clemson, and I think that's about it that I know of here in the Clemson area.
Wow, that's really sad. Something really has to be done about that. Yeah, how long is this supposed to be?
We only did 15 minutes last night.
Oh, okay. We've been on here for about 15 minutes.
But then again, this morning we did like 35 minutes, I think. But since we talked about resources and everything, I think that should just wrap it up.
Okay.
If you want to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay. All right.
All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having us, and thank you for doing this research on this topic. I definitely came out of it learning a lot of stuff I didn't know.